Hello everyone, my name is Nolita Nanda. Welcome to Sanctuary Live. So this class is a 30-minute Jungle Warrior Power Flow. So as you can tell by the name, it is going to be quite a vigorous class designed to get the heart rate going, burn a few extra calories, and just an overall wake up, start the day with a good vigorous workout. So without further ado, let's begin. And I'll invite you just to start on your knees. And we're going to come up onto our toes. This helps to wake up the toe joints. If you really can't sit like this, then just come to the tops of your feet. But if you are, it is in your availability to sit up high, then come up onto your toes. Beautiful. Just close the eyes and we'll just do a really short meditation here. Just start to connect with the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Nice and slow, and feel the body come to complete stillness, the only movement being the movement of the breath. And start with some gentle head rolls. So dropping the head down and gently coming over to one side. You don't need to drop all the way down the back. And forward again. Good, 2 more times. Good. Last one, and opposite direction. Beautiful. Waking up the neck. Good. And then taking the left arm, raising it up, and just placing it over the head and gently leaning towards the left. Now, we're not pulling on the head in any way. The weight of the hand just helps to give a little extra stretch. The hand is literally just resting there. Good, and release, come up to center. So the other hand is going to come up and gently place on the head. Again, we're not pulling on the neck, just the weight of the hand rested helps to give that little extra stretch. Good, and back up to center again. Now take the hands, wrap them around behind the back, interlace the fingers. Little bit of a gentle back bend, pushing the hands away from the back. Closing the eyes, we'll just take a few deep breaths here. Good, and release. Now coming forward, and we'll come off the toes and just bop the toes up and down, get the blood going back in there again. Beautiful. Couple of cat-cows. Inhale, the head comes up. And exhale, arch the spine. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arching the spine. Good. 2 more times. Really exaggerate the movement. We want to get as much flexion in the spine as possible. Good. And neutral spine. Gently lowering down. And rising back up again. Good. As you exhale, lower down and rise up. Last one. Rise up and back to child's pose. Take the knees nice and wide, extending out. 3 breaths here. Good. Rising up. Tucking the toes, sit bones towards the sky, downward facing dog. Good. And just start to paddle the legs out, getting a little bit of movement going. Back and forth. Good. And we're going to inhale, rise up onto the toes, and exhale. Heels go back down again. Inhale up, and exhale lower. Good. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale up and exhale lower. Good. Taking the left foot, bringing it a little bit towards the center, and then taking the right heel, lifting it up high towards the sky, the 3-legged dog. Holding it up, and then just bending the knee and moving into scorpion tail. Good. Back to center again. Inhale forward, touching your knee to your forearm, and exhale back. Inhale forward, touch your knee to your forearm. Good. 2 more times. Beautiful. And switching legs. Left heel comes up, holding it up, three-legged dog. Then bending the knee, looking underneath the arm. Back to hip square, and 5 times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. 3 more. Last one. Beautiful. And just take a short break into child's pose. Knees nice and wide. Arms extended out. 3 breaths here. Good. Rising up again. Now taking the right foot, bringing it forward, dropping the back knee down, rising up. Now sink nice and deep. We're opening the front of the hip and the quadricep. Arms come up. And be really heavy in the hips. Keeping your gaze focused on only one spot. Good, let's take a little twist. So the left hand is going to go to your knee and the other arm is just going to come to the back of your leg and looking behind you. Beautiful. Hands go onto the ground, stepping back, downward facing dog, and other side. Left foot comes forward, dropping the back knee down, coming up, and then sink heavy into the hips. Arms swing up, keeping the gaze focused on only one spot. Strong breath. Good, and we'll take our twist. Arms come up, and stepping back, downward facing dog. And look up between the hands, walk or jump. Lengthening the spine, and fold. Inhale, the arms come all the way up, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale, the arms come up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, look up. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We'll take a few breaths here. Good. Look up between the hands, walk or jump. Lengthening the spine, and fold. Inhale, the arms come all the way up, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, hands by the sides, beautiful. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, look up. Exhale, step or jump back, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale, and exhale. Good. Couple of breaths here. Look up between the hands, walk or jump, lengthening the spine, and fold. Inhale, the arms come all the way up, look up at the thumbs. Exhale, hands by the sides. Inhale, the arms come up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine, look up. Exhale, Step or jump back, lowering down, elbows in. Inhale and exhale. Now taking the right foot, stepping it forward, dropping the back heel down. Cartwheel the arms up. Virabhadrasana, warrior two. Looking straight over your middle finger. Good. And then taking your back hand, place it on your back thigh. Palm comes up. Good. Exalted warrior. Good. Let's find a flow. Inhale, exalted warrior. And exhale, warrior two. A couple more times. Good. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, take a bow. Humbled warrior. Good. Release. Hands go onto the ground. Make your way back, downward facing dog. And inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Now taking the left foot, stepping it forward, dropping the back heel, cartwheel the arms up, Virabhadrasana, warrior two. Good. And taking the back hand to the back thigh, palm faces the ceiling. Good. Hand slides down as the palm comes up. Let's find a little bit of a flow. Inhale, exalted warrior, and exhale, warrior two. Good. Now interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, take a bow. Humbled warrior. Good. Hands go onto the ground. Find your way back, downward facing dog. And inhale, forward. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking the right foot, stepping it forward, rising up into a high lunge, sinking nice and deep. Keeping your gaze focused on one spot. Good, and then exhale, drop the knee down and rise up again. Good, two more times. Good, holding up and exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Two more times. Good, and hands go onto the ground, find your way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward, exhale lower. Inhale up, and exhale back. Beautiful. Now taking the left foot, stepping it forward, rising up into a high lunge. Keeping your gaze focused on only one spot. Good. Drop your knee down and rise up again. Two more times. Good. And coming forward, 2 more times. Good. Rising up. Hands go down. Find your way back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward. Exhale lower. Inhale, rise up. And exhale back. Downward facing dog. Now taking the right foot, stepping it forward, and we're just going to turn on our heels, so we're in a wide-legged forward bend. Inhale, lift and lengthen, and exhale, drop down. Now your hands are on the instep, and you can place the crown of your head onto the ground if that's in your practice. Good. Inhale, rise up. You can take the right hand, placing it right in front of the nose. The left arm is going to rise up, looking up at your thumb. And you have the option to stay here, or taking your hand, wrapping it around, grabbing onto your hip. And your hand can either stay there, or it can grab onto your calf, twisting a little deeper. Good. Switching. The other arm is going to rise up and taking it to your level, whatever works for your body. Good. And gently release. Now we're just going to transfer our weight over towards the right. The other left foot lifts up, and you can stay here. You can extend the right arm out, and the left arm is going to come up. Or if you want, you can take a bind. Good. Gently release. Rising up. Let's transfer our weight over to the other side. Right heel lifts up. So the right foot lifts up. Good. That can be the level that you're at, or if you like, you can take a bind. Just transfer the weight just a couple of times. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, exhale over. Good. Last one. Good, and let's rise up again, hands to your hips. And come all the way up. Beautiful. So we're going to take the heels, kick them in a little bit. The arms are going to come up, spreading the fingers nice and wide and dropping down into goddess pose. We want to just adjust our knees so that they're above our ankles and sitting quite upright. Fingers are spread nice and wide. If you feel burn in your legs, then you know that you're doing it correctly. Inhale, rise up, touching the hands, and exhale, lower. Inhale up, touch the hands, exhale, lower. Good, last one. And hands come to heart center. Let's heel toe in just a little bit closer. And we're going to make our way down into a squat pose. So inhale, the arms come all the way up. And as you exhale, lowering right down. Taking your elbows, just place them on the inside of your knees and bring the hands to heart center. Sitting upright. If you need a little break, then just close your eyes. And there's an option to stay here, or if you want to work on an arm balance, we can do crow pose. So placing your hands onto the ground, and fingers going to be spread nice and wide as you're placing your entire body weight. Lifting your bum up. Come up onto your toes. Keep your gaze focused about a foot in front, and we want to make sure that we touch our toes when we lift up. So one foot and then the other. Strong breath. Good. Lowering down, drop the head down, hands come forward. Beautiful. And let's just bring our feet in together. So we're sitting in another squat, but our knees are together this time. And we're just going to hug your arm around and take a little twist. Or you can take your hand and bring it right over and going into a deeper twist. Back to center again, taking your variation of the twist. Good. And coming down onto your bottom. Wide-legged forward bend, extending both legs out. First, sitting upright, take a couple of breaths here. And walk your hands forward, drop your head down, and relax. Gently rising up. Let's take the left heel and bringing it in towards the body, and then we turn towards the right. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, leading with the chin, forward bend. Now you can take the left arm and just rise it up, looking up at your thumb. That's going to be level 1. If you want to go a little bit deeper, your right hand is going to turn upside down. Your left arm comes right over, grabs the top of your foot, and twisting yourself open towards the sky. Good. Inhale, rise up, and let's switch legs. First, we take a forward bend, turning the body towards the left. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, lead with your chin. Good. And you can take the right arm and just lift it up. That's going to be level 1. Level 2 is going to take your left arm, turn it upside down, right arm comes right over. Beautiful. Good. And come all the way up. Let's do a little bit of balancing. Taking your peace fingers, wrap them around your big toes, and then just finding a balance. And use your upper body strength to keep the spine nice and straight. So beginners, you can just stay here and work on your balance and work on keeping the spine really straight. For those of you who have a bit more stronger over practice, just start to extend through the heels, lifting the chest. Strong breath. Good. Soles of the feet together and forward bend. Good. Let's find our way onto our backs. A little bit of back bending. First, we'll just do a bridge. So inhale, lifting the hips up, interlace your fingers, rock from side to side and pushing your hips up. If you want to go a little bit deeper, then take your left foot, bringing it a bit more to the center. Right knee rises up, point your toe, And gently lower down. Left knee rises up. Point your toe. And lower down. Come up onto your tiptoes. Gently lower. Drawing the knees towards the chest. Rock from side to side. And you have the option to do bridge again, or we move into full wheel. Again, just check your alignment. Pointer fingers are grazing your heels. Hands go behind you. And gently pushing up. Good. Gently lower. Draw the knees up towards the chest. Rock from side to side. Take a nice spinal twist. Right knee crosses over top of the left. Knees drop towards the left, head turns towards the right. Good, and release. Left knee crosses over the right. Knees drop towards the right, head turns towards the left. Or draw the knees in towards the chest, rock from side to side. And we'll find our way into Shavasana. So extending the legs out. Arms and legs are going to be splayed out to the sides, just closing the eyes. And we take a few long, deep breaths here. Inviting the body to completely relax. Feel all of the facial muscles relaxing. Feeling the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back melting into the mat. Feeling the entire body relaxing. And gently start bringing awareness back into the body. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Moving the head from side to side. Gently drawing the knees up and dropping over to the side. And gently rising up. Coming up to seated. Crossing the legs. Again, just closing the eyes here. Few long, deep breaths. Thank you everyone so much for joining me. It has been a real pleasure as always, and I look forward to practicing with you again. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day.